The social media personality who once confessed to a child sex offense made YouTube history with Cuba and claimed its follow-up will break the internet. What does this say about fandom? At just 24 years old, Daniel Hernandez might be one of the most hate-watched people in the world. Last we saw the rapper, whose criminal record makes for a truly depressing reading, he's none other than Tekashi 69. Watch the video ahead to find out why he's the most hated. Hello guys, welcome to another exciting video from our channel. In this video today, we take a look through 6ix9ine and tell you why he's the most hated rapper in history. But before we get down to the specifics, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss a video from us. Now let's get into it. The director of an upcoming docuseries on Tekashi 69 says the rainbow-haired rapper is truly a horrible human being with no morals or talent, but a social media mastermind with an uncanny ability to spark a reaction. I think viewers will be shocked to realize how hyper-calculated the rapper is, supervillain director Karam Gill told us. Tekashi was someone who never did anything online by accident. Every click, word, and action online was designed to care to spark a reaction. A long-simmering beef between Tekashi and Philly rapper Meek Mill reportedly nearly came to blows in an Atlanta parking lot, and both parties posted video footage of the incident from their perspectives. 6ix9ine had been building momentum for what that moment would be, says Kathy Landoli, a New Jersey-based hip-hop writer whose book God Save the Queens: The Essential History of Women in Hip-Hop was published by HarperCollins last year. So much of that is the story element around him, because social media plays into that so much. The entire scenario reads like a continuous Twitter thread. You're always tuned in even when the music isn't there. Tekashi 6ix9ine's Cuba became the most watched hip-hop video on YouTube in a 24-hour period. Tekashi 6ix9ine is an artist so steeped in controversy and transgression without the positive connotations that those words usually carry in music. That strictly in terms of the news cycle, his more recent activity has eclipsed the child sex charges he faced in 2015. The rapper admitted to appearing in and posting to Instagram a video of a sexual nature with a 13-year-old girl, claiming he believed her to be older. Despite his success, it's unusually hard to find a 6ix9ine fan willing to talk on the record. In a bid to learn what people actually like about him, you may be reduced to trawling Reddit. Enemy poses the question on the rapper's official subreddit, home to 11,000 Scumgang members, and receives just 9 responses in almost 24 hours. The fact that he's a troll comes up a couple of times and does the plot and the storyline, suggesting he's an entertaining sideshow. Kathy Landoli, who has written about hip-hop for 2 decades, says that this represents an attempt to exploit the goldfish memory of social media and the news cycle. If he does something heinous, and the next week he's handing out money to kids, suddenly you've erased that first thing. And then something else happens that's horrible, and he donates some more money and you forget the other thing. So it starts to happen where one thing will negate the other, and you only remember the last thing you did. 6ix9ine's attempt at brand rehabilitation may have backfired, but this goldfish memory does help to explain how his child sex crime charge could have been overshadowed by his endless headline making. People have completely washed that from their memory, says Landoli. Look at what's happened with R. Kelly. We have heard these stories about R. Kelly that have resurfaced on average probably every 10 years. Everyone gets horrified as the stories go. They come back. Everyone gets horrified. They go. She points out that in a post-#MeToo, post-Time's Up world, Kelly's alleged crimes are finally being reckoned with because it's reached breaking point. Yet 6ix9ine seems in the popular consciousness to be outrunning the memory of his most appalling crime by creating more outrage, more sickly publicity, always more, until the algorithm shuffles it to the back. Asked on Reddit how they can be a 6ix9ine fan when he's pleaded guilty to a child sex charge, the anonymous fan makes excuses for the rapper, noting that he claimed ignorance about the girl's age and says he's made mistakes but who hasn't, and he's not a pedo in my opinion. And that brings us to the end of the video. That's all for today. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe for more such exciting content and news about your favorite celebrities. See you in the next video.